Giant size X-Men #1. It occurs to me that I never really went through this properly. I've been a guest on several streams talking about giant size X-Men. If you have to pick one kind of awesome comic that's just on its own as a great accomplishment, you got to talk about giant size X-Men #1. How come they never make small size X-Men? It's always giant stuff, right? um, Absolutely love this comic. It's a longer one. We're not going to go through every single panel, but we're going to go through it. And I'm not going to review these yet. And you can notice that some of these videos, I basically have a live stream where we hang out and talk about comics, or I do a review, which I give a score out of 10, or I just share a comic with you and talk about it. And this is going to be more of a sharing video because anyone who's not given this a 10 out of 10 needs to get their head examined. This is what comics is about right now here, folks. This is why is X-Men so big? Why is Marvel, such a huge thing? Boom. You need an example? Exhibit A. All right. Deadly Genesis. Okay, look at these guys. The first appearance of everybody. All right. Not Wolverine, though. Okay. Giant size X-Men. This is obviously we've got we got the creators, of course, Len Wein, writer, editor, Dave Cockrum, illustrator, Glynis Wayne, colorist, and John Costanza as letterer. This introduces the new X-Men team. I'm going to start from here. I absolutely love the original 5. Of course, Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character. Wolverine is my number 2 favorite character. Jean Grey is also up there for me. Everyone loves Nightcrawler. I actually really like Thunderbird. I love all the characters. Storm is fantastic. This is one of the few times where they introduced a diverse cast and it mattered. It actually mattered in the story. It wasn't just there just to check a bunch of boxes. It kind of was checking boxes, but they didn't just do it just to do it. They really wanted you to love these characters, and I think they succeeded big time, of course. Cyclops requires help. He needs the other team has been captured. He needs to assemble a new team with Professor X to go and rescue them. We're introduced I'm just going to go through. People have gone through this a million times. So Nightcrawler, we know his problems facing adversity, and he's got the blue skin, of course. These guys are attacking him, trying to lynch him. This is the stop, right? When you see Professor X do his thing where he just freezes everybody. Really cool. Kurt Wagner, come with us. Come with me if you want to live. That's Wolverine here talking to Professor X. They're trying to so basically Professor X is recruiting these new mutants, right? Wolverine, of course, we know he's Canadian. Yes, Canada. He's not happy with his current situation. The Claw. Oh, careful there, buddy. Cut to Storm. What a fantastic character. Look at the hair, man. This is great. She's naked, so they're not going to show that, of course. But anyways, obviously she's like this beautiful goddess that they're worshiping. She's probably the most powerful or one of the most powerful characters ever, and fan favorite, and just awesome. So she's making the storms and all that. And again, Professor X shows up. So you can see where this is going. We're back in Japan here with Sunfire. Sunfire just looks bloody amazing. This guy's got to be one of the best looking characters ever. Like, get a statue of this guy. This guy just looks badass. Colossus, of course. Saving the girl. I can't remember if that's a sister or not, or just random girl. And it's like America. So again, Russian. So again, you've got this diverse cast right away, different countries. And to me, it really made sense. Like, a lot of times now they're throwing this stuff in because they want to check your boxes, but it makes sense that Professor X would find great mutant characters from around the world. Why not assemble the best of the best, right? Best people for the job. We got T-Bird here, man. He is awesome. He's just so cool. And I love this, like, knocking the guy, and taking the bison down. So it's John Proudstar, if you want. And then later, spoiler alert, he dies, right? Pretty early on. But then his brother, of course, takes over later. But anyways, it's John Proudstar. I don't think they mentioned the brother here, but that's your first, that's your intro for each character. Chapter 2, get right into it. They're all costumed up, ready to go. Now, Colossus has the blue pants here. That's always something that kind of comes and goes. Sometimes it's just bare. It's just like a bare leg here, but he's got the blue pants there, which is fine. Some of the greatest design costumes, and we know that some of these characters were supposed to end up as Legionnaires for Legion of Superheroes, but of course that didn't pan out. I actually think they work better as X-Men. So, and you guys know I love the Legion because I do a live stream every Monday for that. Cyclops, the man called Cyclops. Yeah, I love this Cyclops costume. I think I have the first appearance of this costume. I don't remember what issue number it is, but I have an old X-Men comic with this cover, with this costume on the cover. I think that's the first appearance. Okay, explaining what's going on. We fought, it's Krakoa. We went to go fight this thing. Everybody knows the story. They land there. They're all captured immediately. So there's your kind of your old team, your Angel and Havoc is there as well. Cyclops kind of gets out. He runs back. Oh my God, this is crazy. What's going on? Oh, my eyes are messed up, and then his visor is busted up. So basically, he's got to get this team ship shape. Sunfire's given trouble because he's like, I don't want to be on this team, and then he's kind of being all weird. And Proudstar's being weird as well. So look, it is what it is. They eventually get together, and they're like, let's do it. Assault Force. And again, I'm going to put this comic, if you're a super friend of the channel, so if you're a channel member, I'm going to have this comic available to share with you if you want to take a closer look at it. You can do so. All my super friends have a link. There's a link in the community post, which I'll put it up every so often to remind everybody. You can grab this comic and read it. This is volume 1, so this will have Masterworks volume 1. So this is going to have the first 10 issues or whatever it is on here, starting from giant size. Again, great action here. Just fantastic art, very dynamic. The colors. Again, this is a long comic, so I'm not going to go panel to panel and make this video any longer. Everyone knows this story. I just want to take a quick look at it. So they've got little team ups, right? A couple of people teaming up, doing little side missions, trying to get through. Again, like Colossus battling stuff with ripping a tree out. Check out this awesome these monsters. Wolverine, of course, boom, right into the mix, gets right the claws out and starts stabbing. Banshee. Banshee's a great character. I'm not sure if I would call that underrated because I think people like him, but I feel like he's a really awesome character. Not too many people are talking too much about him. Nightcrawler here, Sunfire, getting stuff done. Team up. Check out these animals that are really neat. Got this huge this sort of podium here, really neat. The temple. Okay, we got to get in there. Boom, smash right through. There's everybody, Jean and Havoc and Iceman and all the guys, all Angel. Everybody's all trapped. Oh my God, Jean, you okay? Okay, we got to get out of here. Oh, here comes Krakoa. Now this is the real kind of mutant island monster thing. Look at this has to be one of the damn best pages, man. This is sick. Imagine you had this page. I actually own, oh God, Krakoa, the island that walks like a man and talks like a man and acts like no. So it's just one massive battle. I mean, this is what comics are about. Like, if this was issue 1 of any comic, you would be like, this is the greatest thing ever. Amazing, colorful characters fighting a big monster, coming together. They don't know each other, but they're forced to work together to get through this. And it's just spectacular. What an amazing start to one of the best comic series ever, really, I guess. They're just fighting this thing. Again, I'm not going to do a blow by blow, but you can see this entire thing is action, and then there you go, and it ends up, and it's like there. We're now. What are we going to do with 13? What are we going to do with 13 X-Men? That's crazy. That's a lot of X-Men. What are we going to do with them? Well, we're going to find out because they're going to continue doing these. X-Men is great. My channel started off being X-Men heavy channel with the Krakoa age, and slowly, after about 200 videos. Which are still available to watch, I stopped because I felt that the storyline had played out big time. They rebooted the X-Men, and I feel that that's already been played out, and it's only been a few months, and it's already done in my eyes. I'm kind of bored of them. All of the titles. I know they're canceling a few titles, but I actually think all of them are they're brutal. The whole thing's brutal. So unfortunately, I think X-Men has gone down. So what do you do? Well, you go back to when it was the best. You got to think X-Men was the top brand. It's X-Men, Spider-Man, and everything else sucks, right? Pretty much. Even the Avengers, and I love Avengers, but X-Men, Spider-Man, that's your two big boys right there. And X-Men, had they been doing it right, would be your top selling comic. I no doubt in my mind. Characters are great. Again, I'm not. I don't want to say diversity. Listen, it's not about that. It's about great characters, and yes, they are diverse, and that would have checked boxes. But also, it would have brought in people. Why don't they just do this team again? Or even the last time it was really on top, of course, Jim Lee 90s. Why don't they bring that team back? X-Men 97 was a pretty damn big success, I think. I think people really liked it. I really liked it. Again, nothing's perfect, but it was pretty damn cool. Why don't they do that? Why don't they bring that team? I think when X-Men 97 had come out, I think that the general public thought that this relaunch of X-Men from the ashes or whatever is going to be back to that, right? And they didn't do it, and you're just left confused. You're like, why are you not doing that team? Like, how is there no Gambit and stuff? Like, I don't get it. Again, or you could go back to this, but you have to look back at what made it great. And the reason the Jim Lee X-Men basically was, I don't want to say it's the greatest hits, but it's like the farewell tour or whatever, right? Like, let's do bring everything back in Savage Lands, like bring all this shit back in. And that is what made that such a cool run. And with his art, of course, it made it really dynamic. What happened? X-Men was like your top bar. You're like, well, I like this comic. It's not as good as X-Men. Well, yeah, it's not as good as X-Men, but I still like that was your when you were a kid, you'd say, well, it's not as good as X-Men, of course, but still, I like this comic. So something, Ghost Rider would come out. You're like, I really like Ghost Rider. Is it better than X-Men? Well, it's not better than X-Men, but I still like it. Now you're just like, yeah, X-Men sucks. It's boring. No one cares. What happened? I don't know. Anyway, but I want to look at when it was the best. And that's why we started with Giant Size X-Men #1. So if you want to have access to this comic through my shared drive, I share it with my super friends. So you can hit the join button, become a member, and boom, you're going to have access to that. It's a rotating drive, so I can't have everything on there. I have to remove stuff. I can only have a few things back and forth. So if you want this one, get on there right now. I'm going to post this video immediately. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please check out the other X-Men stuff if you're a fan. If not, like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.